worked tirelessly to research all of the colleges that might fit the bill, to navigate the complex, exhausting, and enlightening admissions process, to develop and submit the most eloquent essay you have ever written, and manage all of your other academic and personal responsibilities along the way. Go you! You officially crushed the college admissions process and now have your choice of several institutions of higher learning, each of whom wants you in their freshman class. And, of course, you likely have family and friends who are relentlessly offering their sage wisdom and advice to help guide you as you make the decision about which school to attend. It's pretty overwhelming, right? And that's probably the understatement of the century. Let's talk about what to consider as you make your decision about which college makes sense for you. First of all, before we even delve into the various considerations that will help you figure out what makes sense for you, I want you to remember something, my friends. Life is a journey. What does that mean? It means that you can take the pressure off of yourself to make the perfect decision. There is no perfect decision. There is the decision you make based upon the information you have in this moment and the open heart you bring to the college experience that allows you to fully embrace the next chapter wherever you land. So, right now, just breathe in deeply and breathe out slowly. As you exhale, let yourself smile, knowing that whatever choice you make, you are about to learn and grow in mind-blowing ways. Even if you end up switching gears down the road and decide that you want to switch schools after freshman or sophomore year, every experience that you embrace with an open heart and an open mind will help you build a solid foundation for a joyful, productive future. And remember, the very opportunity to attend college is pretty amazing in and of itself, isn't it? Every college will have its own set of pros and cons. Your job is to embrace the opportunities before you, wherever you land, and remind yourself that it doesn't have to be your final destination, which hopefully helps relieve the pressure I'm guessing you might be feeling. First things first, before you even begin considering which college should get your deposit check, take out a pencil and paper. Write down each of the schools you are trying to decide between. Now, write down what you most want to get out of the academic aspect of college. Be specific. I want an exceptional education is not detailed enough, but I want to get the schooling I need for a successful career in public relations or whatever gives you a little more direction. Now, which colleges have the major and academic program you need to get that education? Mark those schools accordingly. Maybe use smiley faces to denote which ones might work best for you. What about internships? What colleges are going to provide you with the job experience you need while you are still in school to build a resume that will wow future employers when you hit the job market? Mark those schools accordingly. Smiley faces, stars, whatever works for you. We all know that friendships and socialization are key to feeling joyful. But each of us knows what type of social atmosphere is most suitable for our personalities, and we need to honor that. Do you feel like you come to life in a city or love a town with a thriving nightlife? Or are you someone who prefers quiet evenings with a small group of friends, or perhaps the thought of a bonfire at a lake close to campus? Do you like the idea of playing beer pong late into the night at big dorm parties? Or do you prefer poetry slams at a local coffee house? Most colleges have something for everyone, but you need to think about the general culture of the college when it comes to the social scene. Take a look at your list of schools. Surely by now you have a good sense of the reputation of each one. whether it's a party school, whether it has the kinds of clubs or organizations that get you charged up. You get the idea. If you close your eyes for a moment and visualize yourself as a freshman, what does the social scene look like? And which of the colleges seem to be most connected to that vision? Size matters. Yup, size matters. As you prepare to decide which school might work well for you, think about the size of the classes, the size of the outlying community, and the overall population of the school. If you're a small town kid like me, does the idea of heading to a ginormous university excite you or terrify you? Be honest with yourself. If you like the idea of a big lecture hall and you are considering a small liberal arts college, maybe you need to think twice. It may seem like the college of your dreams, but if the atmosphere isn't right for you, particularly when it comes to class sizes or urban versus rural, you might want to think about some of the other options on your list. Have you had a chance to stay overnight at the colleges who have accepted you? If not, do that before you make any choices. Heading to a campus for an overnight visit allows you to get a really good feel for the atmosphere. If it's warm and friendly, you'll feel it in the air immediately. If the people are competitive or standoffish, you might sense that too. When you arrive, plan to take a half hour or so to yourself on the busiest path or courtyard of the school. Spend some time people watching. Listen to the conversations, feel the energy around you. The information you gather from that 30-minute period will be just as valuable as almost everything you learned on your tour. Then hook up with your host or hostess and allow that person to lead the way, but ask tons of questions and be sure to have him or her take you through a day in the life so that you get a good feel for student life. No one knows the school better than the students, and most of them have no problem sharing it all, allowing you to get the inside scoop and figure out if the atmosphere is really going to work for you. When you get home, if you have the chance to speak with students of the college who are from your hometown, take that opportunity as well. No matter how different you may have been in high school, you can bet that you both understand one another on some level when it comes to the subculture of your region and whether or not it works well for a graduate of your high school. It's definitely worth the conversation. Access to home is something to consider as well. It's a big one. It is really important that you are very honest with yourself about this. If you are heading across the country or perhaps even overseas, what are the chances that you will get home much except for summer and winter break? Will you have to fly home or take a train, or will it be an easy drive for your family to come pick you up? If you're further away and your family won't be able to visit often, are there other students who could carpool with you? How close do you need to be to family and childhood friends? How close do you want to be to your hometown? Is it a consideration for you, or are you someone who feels free-spirited enough to take on any adventure, knowing that you may not see the people you love for many months at a time? Remember that the logistics of getting back and forth are important to take seriously as you make your college selection. And of course, if extensive travel is involved, it just might be cost prohibitive to come home very often, which might be fine for you. Again, just be honest with yourself about what you're going to be comfortable with. Speaking of cost, it is impossible to make the decision about which college to attend without considering cost. I know way too many people my age who are 20 years into their careers and still paying off college loans. Which college has extended the most generous financial aid package? Which school will saddle you with the most debt? Remember, when you finish your undergraduate program, there is a good chance you will want to continue on with graduate school, which means tuition for a few more years after you are done with this chapter. And if you don't head to grad school, you may want your own apartment, your own car, or you may want to travel the world. Mucho dinero, friends. Just be mindful of the financial choices you are making today, which could squelch some of those bigger dreams for tomorrow. Every school has financial aid available. Be smart about which package you accept. This is one of the largest investments you will make in your lifetime. You will hear the term return on investment again and again throughout your life. So it is an important concept to wrap your head around right now with this first major financial decision you are probably making. I urge you to be very smart about it and think about what you will get in return for your investment. It's not to say that you can't choose the more expensive option. Just be sure that you are getting the return you want out of it. Which school has the kind of housing that will make you feel right at home? Some offer traditional two-person dorms, others have full suites for their freshmen. Many have a huge commuter population, and some have dormitories designed to be alcohol-free or more serious environments with specified quiet hours. What are you looking for in a living situation? Do you mind co-ed bathrooms? Do you need a living space that has a few windows to give you a view of nature? Or do you prefer looking out at other buildings or a courtyard full of energetic students? Be sure to review the housing options in advance of accepting an admissions offer. It is important to feel very comfortable and have the support you need to modify roommate situations or placements as needed. Own your decision, friends. Once you make the choice about where you want to go, be secure in it, knowing that you have been true to yourself about the areas we talked about and that this is your decision. Everyone will have their opinion about every decision in your life. One of the most important parts about becoming secure, self-confident adults is learning to trust ourselves, to let go of everyone else's expectations of us, to be authentic and true to ourselves, and to move forward totally self-assured. After all, it is only when we trust ourselves that we can fully embrace what is in front of us. If we are second-guessing everything, we can't be present to opportunities to learn and succeed. As it is reported that Mark Twain said, "Throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover." So try to relax, send in a deposit to the school that seems to best suit you, and then get out there and embrace this exciting new chapter of your journey, friends. If you have a positive attitude and open your eyes to the world in front of you, you will shine wherever you land, and you will crush the college experience.